Okay. I am going to discuss basically all the multiple choice, different type of multiple choice questions related to your microeconomics section. So we have already discussed multiple questions while preparing for different chapters, but in today's session we will be exclusively focusing on all the microeconomics chapters and only MCQs portion. So I will be giving you time to read the question and answer it. Your answers have to be in the chat section, and maybe I can ask any of you to unmute your mic and give me the reason for the corresponding option that you have answered. So it will be to and fro discussion. We will have to make it very, very active participation. And as and when you have doubts, so please either put it on the chat section or you can feel free to unmute your mic and we can just quickly discuss basically your questions in more detail. So it's completely MCQ based discussion of microeconomics portion, and let's start for the day. For the next 40 minutes, be with me throughout the session. We will be discussing multiple questions. My aim is to cover as many questions as we can so that basically you're ready for different style of questions. The point is to target not the similar times, not the easy ones. Easy ones you guys can handle. Obviously, we have to target application and difficult style questions. So starting with the first question of the day. So, question one says, which of the following scenarios is most likely to have a price elasticity of demand coefficient greater than 1? So, luxury car brand increases its price by 10%, resulting in 5% decrease in demand. Necessity food item increases its price by 5%, resulting in 2% decrease in demand. A generic brand of toothpaste increases its prices by 8%, resulting in 5% decrease in demand. A high-end smartphone brand increases its prices by 15%, resulting in 20% decrease in demand. So you have to tell which is likely to have a price elasticity greater than 1 and give me the reason for the same. So Rishabh says D, Saksham says D, Bhavya says D. Guys, reason for choosing D. खाली ऑप्शन नहीं देना है, खाली ऑप्शन एग्जाम में देना है, अभी आपको रीजन बताना है. सो वाई डी? So Bhavya, you can unmute your mic and give me the reason for choosing why D.
Yes, ma'am. As we know, the formula for price elasticity of demand is change in quantity demanded by change in percentage change in price. So
Yes.
in option number D, change in percentage change in price is 20, whereas in percentage changes in quantity is 20%, whereas in prices it's 15. So 20 by 15, which is greater
Perfect.
than
Perfect.
1.
Yes. So as per the formula for calculating price elasticity is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. And we can see that the change in quantity is much more than the change in price. So it's not only that if it's a luxury good, it has to be elastic. Apart from the luxury good, we will have to check for the prices also, the change in terms of percentage also. So luxury तो हमारा A में भी luxury था, लेकिन उसमें सिर्फ decrease in demand is only 5%, whereas the change in price is 10%. Necessity में तो 2%, 5%. Generic brand of toothpaste 5%, 8%. High end smartphone brand to 20% demand में change आया, 15% price में change आया. Definitely elastic है. So plus 1.5 to all those who answered it correctly. So plus 1.5 if you have answered it fine. Now, moving on to the next question, see the next question. When quantity demand for product drops, when income goes up, very easy. Quantity demanded for product drops when income goes up. The product is inferior, superior, necessity, normal. So perfect answers by everyone says A. Yes, it has to be A. Simple है. Quantity demanded is dropping, income बढ़ रही है, तो it's an inferior good. Next, देखो third one. In monopolistic competition, firms differentiate their products. Now we have this differentiation. We discuss perfect competition में product same है, identical होते हैं. Monopoly में we have only single supplier. Oligopoly में we have multiple firms and they do differentiate in terms of price wars and non-price competition as well. Now, in monopolistic competition, what's the reason that firms differentiate their products? Is it to increase market share? Is it to maximize profits, to achieve economies of scale, or to reduce competition? So, what's the reason for differentiating the products in perfect economic, sorry, monopolistic competition. क्विकली गाइस, बिल्कुल भी टाइम नहीं अब आपके पास. इट हैज टू बी टू एंड फ्रो डिस्कशन. क्विकली कमेंट. In monopolistic competition, firms differentiate their prices. Okay, so Abhishek says A, Lakshay says A, Bhumi says A, Vanshika says A. So Vanshika, reason for choosing A.
Because market of monopoly policy is always concerned with the market power.
Yes.
Higher the market power, then anti-competitive practices of the firm will act alone.
Yes, perfect. So basically, we have to focus on achieving the market power, and that can only be achieved if we are differentiating the products. Otherwise, तो same ही रहता है. ठीक है. नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट क्वेश्चन 4. ये तो बहुत ही ईजी है, मतलब दिस यू कैन मैनेज ऑन योर ओन. QD इज गिवन टू यू एज 100 minus 2p. QS इज गिवन एज 50 plus 4p. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग पेयर ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस. तो प्राइस और क्वांटिटी निकालना है. दिस यू हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड इन पास्ट पेपर्स लेक्चर्स एज वेल, सो वी आर स्किपिंग दिस क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट देखो, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ पॉजिटिव एक्सटर्नैलिटी. Not an example of positive externality. So Saksham is saying C. So options है हमारे पास. Individual chooses to bike or walk to work instead of using their own car. New R&D unit set up by a pharma company to make life-saving drugs at reasonable rates. Increase in carbon footprint by state. Government initiatives to encourage girl-child education. So Saksham, by C.
Ma'am, as increase in release of greenhouse gases can lead to global warming, which will greatly affect the economic growth
Yes,
negatively.
yes, perfect. So all the answers, all the other options were basically leading to positive externalities. But agar if we are, this can be, this is not an example of positive externality. So perfect 5 also. Moving on to 6, another easy question. Cross price elasticity substitute goods की क्या value लेती है? So Saksham is saying B, Vanshika is saying B. Saksham and Vanshika, one mistake. Do you think it's greater than 1 or greater than 0? सो क्रॉस प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी हमने ये पढ़ा है कि सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड्स में इट हैज टू बी पॉजिटिव एंड कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री में इट इज नेगेटिव, बट इट हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन 0. व्हाई आर वी सेइंग इट इज ग्रेटर देन 1? ग्रेटर देन 1 का मतलब है कि बेसिकली इट्स एन एग्जांपल ऑफ क्लोज सब्स्टिट्यूट्स बट नॉट ग्रेटर देन 0. सो आंसर इज डी, नॉट बी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. As the demand for rideshare service in the city increases, the service provider charges a higher fare during the peak hours. Concerned with the price variability during peak hours in particular, the city government has decided to limit the price per kilometer the service providers can charge. Which of the following could be the impact of this policy? Passengers had to wait for longer periods. New rideshare services found an opportunity to tap the unmet demand. Ride fares went down in short run. It led to deadweight loss in the market. कि गवर्नमेंट ने एक्शन किस वजह से लिया है? You are supposed to explain this. As the demand for rideshare service in the city is increasing, the provider is charging a higher fare during the peak hours. Concerned with the price variability, the city government has decided to limit. Basically, they are putting a cap on the price per kilometer that service providers can charge. तो विच इज द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ दिस पॉलिसी? अगर आप कैप लगाओगे तो हो सकता है कि इतनी कैब्स अवेलेबल नहीं होंगी, बिकॉज अब तो कैप लग गई. पहले कैप नहीं थी तो बहुत सारे लोग अवेलेबल थे, सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स अवेलेबल थे. अब सर्विस प्रोवाइडर अवेलेबल नहीं होगा तो पैसेंजर्स विल हैव टू वेट फॉर लॉन्गर पीरियड्स. So answer is A. None of you has answered except Rishabh. Lakshay says D. Bhumi says D. आंसर इज नॉट डी. आपको इसका इम्पैक्ट बताना है कि अगर हम लिमिट लगाएंगे प्राइस पे तो इट कैन लीड टू हायर वेटिंग फॉर लॉन्गर पीरियड्स. because service providers would not be ready to provide the services at that particular rate. Next question. देखो, if we discuss the 7 questions that we have discussed so far, it's just mix of application and content, so it has to be a practice of both things together. That is why I say you need to practice your past papers questions along, because that will help you to build on the application. And for the content portion, it's just that we need to have good hand over our content lectures. Next question 8: when can companies successfully apply price discrimination? Conditions for price discrimination may we have covered this. So first says company needs to have sufficient market power. Company has to identify differences in demand based on different conditions or customer segments. Firm must have the ability to protect its product from being resold by one consumer group to another. So when can companies successfully apply price discrimination? So Saksham says D. Why D?
Ma'am, because these are the basic conditions in order to a company to apply price determination, as the different degrees are affected by these conditions.
यस यस परफेक्ट। तो आपके पास जब तक मार्केट पावर नहीं होगी आप नहीं कर सकते। फिर ठीक है, डिफरेंट डिमांड की कंडीशंस की वजह से ये चीज़ होनी चाहिए। और सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़, आपके पास एबिलिटी होनी चाहिए कि अगर बेसिकली इफ योर प्रोडक्ट इज गेटिंग रीसोल्ड बाय कंज्यूमर ग्रुप टू अनदर, तो यू शुड हैव द एबिलिटी टू प्रोटेक्ट योर प्रोडक्ट। So all of the above is your conditions answered. Next, देखो, very easy. When you are very hungry, the first sandwich will give you maximum satisfaction, and the second sandwich will give you less additional satisfaction than your first sandwich. Third sandwich will give you even lesser additional satisfaction. What's the phenomena called? So this is diminishing marginal utility. Perfect. Next, देखो, so question 10 is from your basically macro. We will not do question 10. Move to question 11. In your college town, a real estate developer is building thousands of new student friendly apartments close to campus. If you want to pay the lowest rent possible, you should hope that demand elastic होनी चाहिए या inelastic होनी चाहिए. Be very careful. So yes, it has to be elastic demand. तभी हम कम पे कर पाएंगे because of the availability of close substitutes. Otherwise, inelastic के अंदर तो they can charge as much as they want to. Moving on to the next question. A working actuarial professional has 5 hours before the examination. He can spend those 5 hours to study or complete an important report for the CEO of his company. He decides to study for his exam. What will be the opportunity cost? हमने ये question already discuss किया हुआ है in our past papers lectures. So what is the opportunity cost of his sign? सो परफेक्ट जिनमें सेज ए, सक्षम सेज ए। यस, अगर आप बेसिकली अगर आप पढ़ रहे हो तो आप रिपोर्ट नहीं बना रहे हो, अगर आप रिपोर्ट नहीं बना रहे हो तो यू आर लूजिंग द चांस फॉर प्रमोशन। सो यस, इट्स लूजिंग द अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर हिज प्रमोशन। Moving on to the next question. Which of the following is not an example of internal economies of scale? So purchasing discounts on credit on costs due to purchasing in bulk, higher credit worthiness, which increases access to capital and more favorable interest rates, employing specialists to oversee and improve different parts of the production process, government subsidy is not internal. Baki sab kuch is just linked to the industry, basically to link to the firm that we are purchasing on costs. Basically, we are purchasing in bulk ताकि हमें discount मिल जाए. Higher credit worthiness, which increases access to capital. We are employing specialists to improve different parts of the production process, but government subsidy to reduce the cost of power is not an example of internal economies of scale. So answer is D. Next question. There are significant barriers to entry in a manufacturing industry due to economies of scale. The products the manufacturers produce are differentiated and they engage in non price competition also. Which among the following could be best described as a type of competition for such a manufacturing industry? Significant barriers to entry, products differentiated, engaging in non price competition, कौन सा type of market है ये? Guys, be quick. Significant barriers to entry, products differentiated. जब बैरियर्स टू एंट्री है तो तन्वी, मन्नत, अभिषेक, वी कैन नॉट हैव परफेक्ट कंपटीशन और मोनोपोलिस्टिक कंपटीशन. सो यहाँ पर ये फेल हो जाता है बिकॉज देर आर बैरियर्स टू एंट्री. जहाँ पे भी वर्ड नॉन प्राइस कंपटीशन है वहाँ पे ओलिगोपोली आएगा ही आएगा. हमने यही तो सीखा है कि ओलिगोपोली में वो प्राइस कंपटीशन के साथ एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स पे भी फाइट करते हैं. तो जहाँ पे भी नॉन प्राइस कंपटीशन है दैट मीन्स ओलिगोपोली वहाँ पे होगा. और बैरियर्स टू एंट्री है तो दो ही हो सकते हैं, या तो वी कैन हैव मोनोपोलिस्ट ओलिगोपोली या फिर मोनोपोली. मोनोपोली हो नहीं सकता. सो वंशिका आंसर इज कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग बिकॉज मोनोपोली में तो वी हैव ओनली सिंगल सप्लायर. यहाँ पर तुम ये हैव मल्टीपल बिकॉज तभी तो उन्होंने बोला प्रोडक्ट्स आर डिफरेंशिएटेड. मोनोपोली में प्रोडक्ट्स की तुम कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहे. तो आंसर इज सी, नॉट बी, नॉट सी, नॉट डी, इट इज सी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 16. The relationship, yes, Mannat, we have already discussed non-price competition. Oligopoly में ही तो non-price competition है. अगर वो लोग कल्यूट भी कर रहे हैं फिर भी they can fight in terms of non-price competition. Oligopoly का सबसे बड़ा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ये non-price competition की फाइट है. आई होप दिस क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन. ये इस पॉइंट पर आकर अब बिल्कुल भी डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए. मार्केट स्ट्रक्चर्स बहुत क्लियरली आपको पता होने चाहिए. सिर्फ बैरियर्स टू एंट्री देखकर ये मत सोचो कि हाँ वो मोनोपोली का केस है. बैरियर्स टू एंट्री मोनोपोलिस्टिक कंपटीशन में हो ही नहीं सकते. बैरियर्स टू एंट्री परफेक्ट कंपटीशन में हो ही नहीं सकते. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन एसी एंड एमसी. चूज द करेक्ट पॉइंट फॉर रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन एसी एंड एमसी. जब एम सी ए सी से कम है तो ए सी फॉल कर रहा है. एम सी ए सी से बड़ा है तो ए सी राइज कर रहा है. ये तो ट्रू है. एम सी और ए सी दोनों ही ऊशिप कर्व है. ये भी ट्रू है. एम सी कट्स ए सी एट इट्स मिनिमम पॉइंट एंड देन राइजेस अबव ए सी. ये भी ट्रू है. एम सी कर्व रीचेज इट्स मिनिमम बिफोर ए सी एंड स्टार्ट्स टू राइज व्हाइल कटिंग द ए सी एट इट्स मिनिमम. ये भी ट्रू है. सो आंसर इज ऑल ऑफ द अबव. परफेक्ट. इजी वन फ्रॉम बुक. नेक्स्ट देखो. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ फर्म्स एज प्राइस टेकर्स इन परफेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन. प्राइस टेकर का क्या मतलब है कि दे कैन एक्सेप्ट वॉट एवर द प्राइस इज पेड बाय द कंज्यूमर. दे हैव नो मार्केट पावर. दे सेल आइडेंटिकल प्रोडक्ट्स. या फिर देर आर नो बैरियर्स टू एंट्री एंड एग्जिट. सो वो प्राइस टेकर का मतलब पूछ रहा आपसे कि व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय प्राइस टेकर. So yes, Saksham, it means कि they have no market power. They cannot influence the price on their own. They have to accept the price that is decided by the industry. This we have already covered. Question 20. Which of the following is an example of adverse selection in insurance? A healthy individual purchasing comprehensive health insurance plan, someone with a nicotine dependency getting insurance at the same rate of someone without nicotine dependency, young driver paying higher car insurance premiums due to their age, individual choosing a life insurance policy based on their financial needs. So which of the part is correct? So Mehak says B, Bhumi says B, Chinmay says B. Yes, it is B. कि अगर किसी कोई स्मोक कर रहा है और जो दूसरा स्मोक नहीं कर रहा है और दोनों के रेट सेम है तो दैट मीन्स आप कुछ हाइड कर रहे हो, विच इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एडवर्स सिलेक्शन. सो आंसर इज बी. Next question 21. In a monopoly market, the demand curve faced by the firm is perfectly elastic, downward sloping, or horizontal. In a monopoly market, demand curve faced by the firm is perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, downward sloping. Yes, we have discussed this. It is downward sloping. Answer is C. Okay. Now, show me the calculation for question 22. Everyone, show your workings for question 22. Total revenue is given to you as 100q minus 0.375q square. Total cost is 1200 plus 0.125q square. Which of the following is the supernormal profit of the firm under monopoly competition? Equate MR, I should not give you the hint. Try on your own first. Fast. Guys, be quick. प्लीज फर्स्ट कैलकुलेट. देखो टी आर गिवन है, टीसी गिवन है, सुपर नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट निकालने के लिए बोला है. पहले क्यू आएगा तभी तो सुपर नॉर्मल प्रॉफिट निकलेगा, क्योंकि टी आर माइनस टीसी विल शो यू ए एक्सेस प्रॉफिट. लेकिन मैं टी आर टीसी कैसे निकालूं? आपको पता है मोनोपोली के अंदर प्रोडक्शन इज वेयर एम आर इज इक्वल टू एम सी. सो फ्रॉम टी आर डिफरेंशिएटेड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू क्यू, कैलकुलेट योर वैल्यू ऑफ एम आर. TC differentiate with respect to Q, calculate value of MC. So MR being equal to MC will give you Q, and corresponding put your Q in TR will give you the level of revenue. Put it in TC equation, it will give you value of TC, and then subtract it and get your final profits. So this should be your step. Make it quick, fast. Hundred minus 0.375 into 2Q would be a value of MR. 0.125 into 2Q would be value of MC. Equate them, get your value of Q. Put it in TR, get your value of TR. Put it in TC, get your value of TC. And then subtract to get profit. So yes, Vanshika answer is correct. Q is 100 and corresponding profit is 3800. So Chinmay is also fine. Bhavya, you have not shown your workings. So guys, any of you please show your working as well, so that others are also aware that how we have calculated it. So Tanvi, 300 is not Q. Q is coming out to be 100. So please display your working. I am repeating. Get your value of MR, then MC, then equate, get your value of Q, put it in TR, put it in TC, subtract it, and get your value of profits. So answer is 3,800. Moving on to the next question now. Okay, so next question is question 63. A man has only 105 in his pocket. He has the option to buy a lottery ticket, which is costing 5, and there is a 1 in 10 chance of winning. The winning ticket price a price of 50. The man decides to buy the lottery ticket. What kind of person is he? So Vanshika is saying risk neutral. Vanshika, why risk neutral? What's the reason for choosing risk neutral?
Because, ma'am, there is not more than chances of winning. There's only one chance, and even the cost of the ticket is also not high, so that's why it's neutral risk.
Okay, someone with any other explanation that why we are choosing answer as neutral? सो अभी आपके पास 105 थे. आपके पास ऑप्शन है कि आप एक लॉटरी खरीद सकते हो जो इट विल कॉस्ट यू ₹5. तो मतलब 105 का आपका 500 रह जाएगा आपके पास. एंड देर इज अ 1 in 10 चांस ऑफ विनिंग. लेकिन 1/10 प्रोबेबिलिटी है बेसिकली कि वो 100 कैन कन्वर्ट टू 150. और दूसरा 9/10 चांसेस है कि वो 100 ही रहेगा. तो 150 इंटू 1/10 प्लस basically 100 into 9 by 10, that is your expected payout, and the man decides that he is going to buy the ticket. तो एक तरीके से वो averse तो नहीं है. तो जब averse नहीं है तो या तो वो risk neutral होगा या फिर वो risk lover होगा. तो even if you choose risk lover, that you will get credit for the same. The point is just to understand that he will be not be risk neutral in this case. Sorry, risk averse will not be in this case. So you can either choose neutral or lover. Next, see question 64. As the price of diamond increases, it leads to increase in its demand. What is the reason for the same? If price of diamonds is increasing, it's leading to the increase in demand. What's the reason for the same? So Vanchika is saying impulsive purchase. It's not an impulsive purchase. हम diamond बहुत सोच समझ के लेते हैं, तो definitely it's not an impulsive purchase. एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ फ्यूचर इंक्रीजेस, और ना भी हो फ्यूचर का तो इतना हम सोचते भी नहीं है. अगर हम कुछ गोल्ड की ज्वेलरी या कुछ खरीदते हैं तो हम उस पॉइंट पर इतना नहीं सोचते. हम ये अगर कुछ ऐसा हो रहा होता है तो हम खरीद लेते हैं. लेकिन जब हम खरीदते हैं तो हम ये नहीं सोचते कि हाँ फ्यूचर में तो वैल्यू बढ़ेगी ही बढ़ेगी. सो मन्नत सेज डी. सो मन्नत, व्हाट्स द रीजन फॉर चूजिंग डी? आंसर इज करेक्ट, इट इज डी ओनली, बट वाई डी? Mannat, please unmute your mic and answer. Diksha says B, it's wrong. Lakshay
Ma'am,
says
that's
C.
because we like to flaunt our diamonds and all
यस
these
यस
things.
यस, तो इतना कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा आपको उसके डिमांड बढ़ने से, प्राइस बढ़ने से. इट्स बेसिकली अ कंस्पिशियस कंजम्पशन की, मतलब irrespective of all other factors, this is something that we would like to have it just for the show of purpose. So answer is D. Next question 65. Motor third party insurance is considered as a merit good because its benefits are not appreciated by user. It is considered as a merit good because it confers external benefits to people who might be injured or whose cars might be damaged. Both A and B are true. None of the above is true. So Saksham says C, yes, perfect. It's थर्ड पार्टी मेरिट गुड है बिकॉज एक तो बेनिफिट्स भी हैं और दूसरा बहुत सारे एक्सटर्नल बेनिफिट्स ही है. सो प्राइवेट बेनिफिट्स भी और एक्सटर्नल बेनिफिट्स भी है. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आंसर इज सी. नेक्स्ट देखो. A tea vendor on the railway station charges rupees 20 for a cup of tea from passengers traveling in first AC and rupees 10 for a cup of tea from passengers traveling in third AC. वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल. कौन सा प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन का केस है ये? 20 from passengers traveling first AC, 10 from passengers traveling in third AC. So this is an example of which price discrimination? Yes, Saksham, perfect. It's an example of third degree, different groups, different prices. Answer is C. Next, how are big grocery stores like Walmart able to sell products at low cost to its customers? So ये इतने सस्ते प्रोडक्ट्स कैसे दे पा रहे अपने कस्टमर्स को? They might not be loss leaders. So if you're choosing loss leader, that's wrong. Definitely the point is that they are taking advantage of economies of scale by buying in bulk. That's the reason of offering it at very low cost. Next, short run supply curve in perfectly competitive market is its AC curve. Is its MC curve below the lowest point of AC curve? Horizontal sum of individual firms marginal cost curve? None of the above. So yes, as per the definition only, say कि short run supply curve is MC curve above the lowest point because 80C से नीचे हम जाएंगे तो हम reduce नहीं करेंगे. Next question. If the cross price elasticity of demand for keyboard and computers is minus 1.5, when the price of computers increases from 70,000 to 1,05,000, demand is this much. तो क्रॉस प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी की वैल्यू भी गिवन है आपको. यू नो कि बेसिकली परसेंटेज चेंज इन quantity of other good corresponding to a change in the price. So now you can calculate the change in demand from the above information. Do it fast. Please show your workings as well. Please show your detailed working also so that it's clear to others who are not able to calculate it. Gross price elasticity is given and the other value is given. We just have to check on the percentage. So Lakshay says it is increasing. Is it increasing, Lakshay? Check it again. Or is it falling by 75%? So Saksham is saying change in price of complementary good is 50%. So change in quantity has to be 75%, given that the gross price elasticity is minus 1.5. So yes, it is fall by 75%. Next देखो, question 72. Airline companies charging higher price during vacations or Christmas is an example of peak load pricing, predatory pricing, second degree price discrimination, third degree price discrimination. पीक लोड का मतलब ये है पीक पे ज्यादा प्राइस लेंगे. डिफरेंस बिटवीन कुन्नो एंड बर्ट्रांड मॉडल. Kuno is 1 year, Bertrand is multi-year. In Kuno model, firm sets price and in Bertrand, firm chooses output. Ulta hai. In Kuno model, basically firm chooses output and in Bertrand model, firm set the price. So answer is C. Kuno में हम output set करते हैं, Bertrand में blast set करते हैं. Question 76. Which of the following statement about production possibility frontier is not true? Which of the following statement about production possibility frontier is not true? So yes, Vanshika is saying C, Diksha is saying C, Bhumi is saying C. Why C? Any one of you please unmute your mic and speak. Why C? So Saksham is saying yes, underutilized होता है. जब हम curve पे production कर रहे हैं, that means it's representing those combination of goods that are fully and efficiently utilized. ठीक है, let's just wrap up ASAP because we have another session also at 5:30. So let me check, do we have any other MCQ question related to micro? So rest it's all macro. So this completes your MCQs discussion basically of your micro session. तो अभी it's not like this कि हम सिर्फ यही MCQs डिस्कस करेंगे. अभी हमने बहुत सारे MCQs ऑलरेडी पास पेपर्स लेक्चर्स में, आप MCQs वाले जो स्पेसिफिक लेक्चर्स है वो देखोगे तो उसमें आई हैव डिस्कस मल्टीपल लेक्चर्स. एंड अभी जब मैक्रो स्टार्ट करेंगे एंड वी आर नियर टू टेस्ट डेट्स एंड असाइनमेंट्स डेट्स, सो आई विल कीप अनदर सेशंस. ऐसे ही शॉर्ट शॉर्ट सेशंस रखेंगे. जैसे मान लो टेस्ट 1 है तो उससे पहले टेस्ट 1 के यूनिट का MCQ सेशन रख लिया, फिर टेस्ट 2 का, फिर 3 का, 4 का, तो ताकि सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस आपके टेस्ट में हो जाए और MCQ क्वेश्चंस हम ऐसे लाइव प्रैक्टिस कर लें. बिकॉज हमें लगता है कि MCQs आर इजी, बट बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स MCQs में ही लूज करते हैं और पास और फेल का बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट इम्पैक्ट आ सकता है MCQ के लिए. तो प्लीज मेक योर कंफर्टेबल. एंड अगर आप सारे क्वेश्चंस अच्छे से अटेम्प्ट कर पा रहे थे एक दो क्वेश्चंस को छोड़ के, दैट मीन्स यू आर गुड विद योर प्रिपरेशन ऑफ माइक्रो एंड नाउ यू कैन प्रोसीड विद द मैक्रो. अगर मेजॉरिटी क्वेश्चन ही आपसे नहीं अटेम्प्ट हो पा रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट देयर इज अ नीड टू रिविजिट ईच एंड एवरी चैप्टर ऑफ माइक्रो टू गेट अ होल्ड. तो कभी आपको ऐसा लगेगा यार चैप्टर में तो बहुत कुछ था लेकिन पेपर में टेस्ट ही नहीं हुआ, बिकॉज हम पेपर में सिर्फ लिमिटेड चीजें ही टेस्ट कर सकते हैं. तो ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कुछ कुछ चैप्टर्स बिल्कुल ही टेस्ट ना हो, ना ही वो सब्जेक्टिव में टेस्ट हो, ना ही वो MCQ में, बट यू डोंट नो दिस, तो यू हैव टू गिव योर बेस्ट. And whether you are giving it from II or from IFO, you know now this paper is, I mean, it's a subjective plus MCQs both. For II, it's 20 to 30% MCQs, rest all subjective. For IFO, it's same as before, 40 to 42 marks MCQs, rest all subjective. So with this, let's just wrap up for the day. Now you can start with your macro watching lectures, and we will come back again to these type of MCQ sessions once we are near to test dates. And again, if you have any doubts related to micro, please put it on the portal so that I can schedule a session before the next class. Okay then guys, with this we can wrap up for the day. Thank you everyone and stay active. जैसे आप लोगों ने आज participate किया, this is the level of participation that is required in the Zoom sessions. So stay active and yes, continue with your studies, and yes, Happy New Year to everyone. एंड ऑल दोज जो अभी थोड़ा लेट है स्टार्ट करने के लिए, अभी समझ नहीं आ रहा कि कैसे प्लान करना है, किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना है, तो प्लीज डू अटेंड द नेक्स्ट सेशन एज वेल, वेयर आई विल बी गिविंग यू द सब्जेक्ट वाइज strategies that will help you to prepare well for your upcoming exams. Okay then, thank you.